Hey everyone, welcome to Impact History. Today we are going on an incredible journey through time and myth. Let's travel back to the beginning of Japan's story, a tale as old as the land itself. Our hero is Emperor Jimmu, a descendant of the gods with divine blood. His great-grandmother was Amaterasu, the sun goddess, revered as the spirit of Japan. Jimmu's divine mission was to unite Japan, a journey filled with challenges. His story blends myth and history, written in Japan's oldest books, the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki. These texts are treasure troves of knowledge, showing a world where gods walked among men. The tale of Emperor Jimmu is a perfect example of how legends can inspire and guide a nation. It's the year 660 BC. The island of Kyushu is about to witness a monumental event. A young leader named Jimmu stands on a hill, contemplating the journey ahead. He gathers his followers, united by a common vision, their mission, to unite the land under one kind ruler. This is the start of the legendary Eastern expedition. Jimmu and his crew leave Kyushu, sailing into the unknown. It's a dangerous trip, filled with perils and mythical creatures. But Jimmu's determination guides them through the darkest nights. He's a symbol of hope, leading his people to a better future. Every sunrise brings them closer to their goal. The journey tests their courage and belief. They face storms and battles, but Jimmu's spirit prevails. His inspiring speeches and clever plans turn the tide. The Eastern expedition is about creating their own destiny. The journey east is full of battles. Even though Jimmu has the gods on his side, his army isn't unbeatable. They face strong local tribes who want to protect their homes. Every battle is a tough test for Jimmu's warriors and his leadership. One famous battle happens in Naniwa, which is now Osaka. Jimmu's army faces a really strong chieftain and his well-trained soldiers. The battle is fierce and chaotic. It looks like Jimmu might lose. But then something amazing happens. A giant kite with the sun goddess's symbol flies down from the sky. This inspires Jimmu's warriors and scares their enemies. Jimmu's army fights back with new energy and wins. The Battle of Naniwa wasn't just a victory, it showed the power of faith and belief in the gods. It made people believe Jimmu was chosen by the gods to rule. From Naniwa, Jimmu continues east, winning more battles and getting closer to Yamato, the land he wants to make the center of his new nation. The journey to Yamato is difficult and many warriors are lost, but it shows how much people are willing to sacrifice to build a nation. After years of tough battles and hard work, Jimmu and his tired but victorious warriors finally reach Yamato. This beautiful area in Honshu is important for many reasons. Its good land and rivers mean a good life, and its central location makes it perfect for a capital city. Here, Jimmu creates the Japanese nation. In 660 BC, he becomes the first emperor of Japan, and the land of the rising sun is born. This year is super important in Japan. It's the start of their calendar. The name Yamato becomes a symbol of Japan itself, representing its spirit and culture. Jimmu had a great vision. He saw a united and successful nation, even when everyone else saw separate tribes fighting. Making Yamato the capital changes everything. Tribes start to become one nation and people start to feel more Japanese than just part of their own tribe. The sun rising over Yamato that day started a new time in Japanese history, a time of a strong and long-lasting civilization. Gap 3 years. Before Emperor Jimmu became the legendary founder of Japan, he was a young boy named Kamu Yamato Iwarebiko, born into a lineage that traced its roots back to the sun goddess Amaterasu herself. From a young age, his upbringing was steeped in both martial training and spiritual teachings, preparing him for the divine destiny that awaited him. Jimmu's early life was marked by rigorous discipline. His parents instilled in him the values of courage, wisdom, and justice. They taught him the importance of leadership and responsibility. Jimmu was surrounded by wise elders and skilled warriors. They trained him in the art of war, strategy, and governance. Divine influences played a crucial role in Jimmu's upbringing. He often visited sacred shrines and participated in rituals. These experiences imbued him with a sense of purpose. He believed he was chosen by the heavens to bring peace and prosperity to his people. Jimmu's formative years were a blend of rigorous training, spiritual enlightenment, and divine guidance. These experiences forged him into a leader capable of founding a nation. As he grew, so did his vision for a unified Japan, a vision that would eventually become a reality with the founding of Yamato. Gap 3S. These early influences set the stage for Jimmu's legendary journey, a journey that would see him transform from a young prince into the first emperor of Japan. His story is a testament to the power of destiny, divine guidance, and unwavering determination. Gap 3S. Emperor Jimmu's reign was a transformative period that profoundly shaped ancient Japan. He unified tribes, established the Yamato state, and laid down enduring traditions and governance. Rituals and ceremonies connected people to their divine ancestry. Festivals honoring deities fostered unity and shared identity. Jimmu's governance combined military and spiritual leadership. This dual role reinforced the emperor's divine mediator status. Education and the transmission of knowledge were prioritized. Jimmu's court became a center for learning, preserving wisdom for future generations. His reign saw the flourishing of arts and culture, with music, poetry, and dance encouraged. The societal structure evolved, unifying tribes and creating a cohesive society. Jimmu's legacy is a testament to the impact of visionary leadership on a nation's cultural and societal fabric. Gap 3S. Hey everyone, let's dive deeper into the amazing stories about Emperor Jimmu. These aren't just any old stories, they're like ancient treasures passed down for ages. They're super important to Japanese culture, even today. One famous legend says Jimmu was related to the sun goddess Amaterasu. Imagine that. The story goes she sent him to Earth to unite everyone and make things peaceful. This made him super special, like he had a mission from heaven. Another cool story talks about Jimmu's trip from Kyushu to Yamato. He was guided by a magical three-legged crow named Amaterasu. This special crow was like a message from the gods, showing everyone that Jimmu was meant to be a great leader. The stories also tell us about Jimmu's awesome battles. He fought against tough guys who didn't want him to rule. These weren't just normal fights, they were like epic battles between good and evil. They say Jimmu had a magic sword from the gods that helped him win every time. Even how Jimmu started ruling Yamato is a cool story. They say he had a huge ceremony to thank his god ancestors and ask for their help. This showed everyone that he was chosen by the gods to be their leader. These stories aren't just made-up tales, they teach us about what ancient Japanese people believed in. They believed the emperor was chosen by the gods, that everyone should work together, and that the leader's job was to keep things peaceful. Thanks to these stories, Emperor Jimmu isn't just some guy in a history book. He's like a superhero, a warrior chosen by the gods. His amazing journey and awesome battles still inspire people today. Gap 3S. So we can see how these stories, along with Jimmu's great leadership, helped start a powerful dynasty. The stories of his special mission and brave deeds still bring people together today. It just shows how powerful stories can be and how awesome Emperor Jimmu really was. Gap 3S. While the myths and legends of Emperor Jimmu paint a picture of a divine and heroic figure, what do historical records and archaeological evidence tell us? Ancient texts like the Kojiki and Nihon Shoki mention Emperor Jimmu. These chronicles, compiled in the 8th century, blend myth and history. Archaeological discoveries offer additional insights. Excavations in Nara and Kyushu have uncovered artifacts from Jimmu's era. Pottery, tools, and remnants of early settlements hint at societal transformation. The Yoshinogari ruins suggest a well-organized community. Kofun period burial mounds symbolize a powerful ruling class. The blending of myth and history makes it challenging to separate fact from fiction. Yet Jimmu's story continues to shape Japan's identity. Whether viewed as a historical figure or a legendary hero, Jimmu's legacy lives on, shaping the narrative of Japan's origins and unity. At Gap 3S, hey everyone! Today we're diving into the story of Emperor Jimmu, a figure shrouded in myth and history. Even though he lived long ago, his story still matters a lot in Japan today. It's like super important for their culture and who they are as a nation. So how do people remember Jimmu today? Well, one big way is National Foundation Day. It's like a huge party on February 11th every year. They celebrate Jimmu as Japan's very first emperor. There are special events and ceremonies to remember how Japan started and how important it is to stick together. Jimmu's story also connects to the current emperor of Japan, Emperor Naruhito. It's like a family tree going way, way back. This shows how important history is to Japan and how things stay strong over time. Kids in Japan learn all about Jimmu in school. They learn about his amazing journey and everything he did. It makes them feel proud of where they come from. You can also find Jimmu in Japanese books, movies, and art. He's a super important symbol. Jimmu stood for things like fairness, loyalty, and believing in a higher power. These ideas are still super important in Japan today. They affect everything from how the government works to how people treat each other every day. It's all about working together and having a shared purpose. Even when Japan talks to other countries, Jimmu's ideas are important. Japan wants everyone to get along and work together peacefully. That's something Jimmu believed in too. So Jimmu isn't just some old story. He's a real part of what it means to be Japanese. His story reminds people of their history and the good things they believe in. Even as Japan changes, Jimmu's spirit is still there, showing how strong and united the country is. Gap 3S. From amazing old stories to what's happening today, Emperor Jimmu shows how powerful history can be. His story is a big part of Japanese culture, reminding us how important it is to work together and build a better future. Now that Yamato is his, Emperor Jimmu embarks on a monumental task. He envisions a unified nation, a place where his people can thrive under a single banner. Emperor Jimmu starts building a nation. He oversees the construction of new buildings, roads, and infrastructure, laying the physical foundation for his empire. He creates his imperial court, a place of authority and order. This court is meticulously designed to reflect the grandeur and solemnity of his reign. This court is more than just a palace, it's the center of Japanese politics and culture. Here, Jimmu gathers the brightest minds and the most loyal followers. With his advisors, Jimmu creates a system of government based on principles of justice, loyalty, and divine right, ensuring stability and continuity. He remembers his divine ancestors and establishes the idea that the emperor is a living god, chosen by heaven to rule. This idea becomes a core part of Japanese government, making people loyal and obedient. The belief in the emperor's divine right to rule fosters a sense of unity and purpose. It connects earth and heaven. This connection permeates every aspect of life in the empire, guiding and protecting the people. The emperor's court isn't just about power, it's also about art and culture. Jimmu encourages the flourishing of arts, seeing them as a way to enrich the soul of the nation. Music, poetry, and dance all become popular, showing the hopes of this new nation. These artistic expressions capture the spirit of the times. A time of peace and good fortune is beginning. The stability brought by Jimmu's rule allows for prosperity and growth. Creating the imperial court is a huge moment. It marks the beginning of a new chapter in Japanese history, one that will be remembered for generations. Japan goes from separate tribes to a more organized society. This transformation is not just political, but also social and cultural. This sets up the Japanese political and social system, which changes over time, but still keeps some of its roots from Jimmu's court in Yamato. This is the start of something new, and at the center is Emperor Jimmu, the warrior king who made his divine destiny a reality. Thank you for coming along on this journey through Impact History. Please like, subscribe, and come back for more exploration into history.